Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the New York Yankees knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 5-0. Heading into the day, the Yankees are in last place in the AL East, and the Nationals are in fourth place in the NL East. The Mets totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-6. Entering the day's action, the Braves sit atop the NL East, while the Mets are third in the division. JT Realmuto was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, leading Philadelphia to a win over the Mariners 7-6. In the standings, the Phillies are in second place in the NL East, while the Mariners are in fourth place in the AL West. Brusdar Graterol had his first victory of the year as the boys in blue took care of the Marlins 3-2. At the start of the day, the Dodgers are in first place in the NL West, while the Marlins sit in fourth place in the National League East Division. Marcus Stroman earned the win, his fourth this season, as the Cubs got past the Reds 6-4. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. As of right now, the Reds are in last place in the NL Central, and the Cubs are second in the division. The San Diego Padres swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Minnesota Twins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-3. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The Atlanta Braves put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-2. The Colorado Rockies got 11 hits overall as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 3-2. The Philadelphia Phillies smacked 15 team hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 9-1. They now have 5 straight wins. The Cubs grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 8-2. The Milwaukee Brewers totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Padres 7-4. The Cards allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 4-2. Christian Walker had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Diamondbacks to a victory over the Red Sox 7-6. Brandon Lau had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping lead the Rays to a win over the Giants 11-2. The Detroit Tigers had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 5-2. The Rangers put up 16 hits on the day as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 8-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim tallied 5 home runs overall as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 11-0. The Cleveland Guardians sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the A's in Oakland 6-1. The Mariners broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 4-0. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Twins earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-4. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. As of today, the Nationals are in last place in the NL East, while the Twins sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. The Blue Jays racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 5-4. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Braves grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-6. The St. Louis Cardinals picked up 14 hits in total as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 13-2. Manny Machado drove in 4 as the Friars bested the Cubs 7-2. His modest hitting streak now stands at 9 straight games. The Chi Sox put together 10 total hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-5. The Toronto Blue Jays amassed 14 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Rockies 13-4. The Guardians combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-2. The Boston Red Sox launched 3 home runs as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 10-9. The Baltimore Orioles got 12 hits in this one as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 5-4. The Oakland Athletics totaled 11 hits as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Royals 3-2. The New York Yankees went deep 4 times as they sank the Mariners 10-1. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long. Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting off in the National League East, the Giants sent 3 balls into the seats as they pulled away from the Nationals 12-1. The Minnesota Twins pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 3-0. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. Jeff McNeil had a big fly with 5 driven in as the Mets got the win over Cincinnati 8-3. The Atlanta Braves Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL East, the Cincinnati Reds hit 3 long balls as they bested the visiting Nats 3-2. The New York Mets picked up 14 hits in total as they beat the White Sox on the south side 7-4. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Braves tallied 5 home runs overall as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 9-6. The Padres knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 6-4. Brian Baker got his 3rd win this season as the Orioles took care of the Marlins 3-2. The San Francisco Giants knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 6-4. It was their 5th straight victory. The Cardinals amassed 14 hits in the game as they sank the visiting Buccos 7-5. The Red Sox totaled 13 hits as a team as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 8-2. The Blue Jays picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 10-5. Dustin May got the win number 7 thus far as the Dodgers grabbed the win over the Guardians 4-3. Drew Waters was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs, helping the Royals push past the Twins 3-1. The Brewers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 5-4. The Angels combined to give up just 5 hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 6-2. The A's had 12 hits as a team as they destroyed the Rays 7-1. The Seattle Mariners sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the visiting Rockies 7-6. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, the Reds totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 6-1. The White Sox held the opposition at bay with only 4. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting off in the National League East, the Mets got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 6-3. The Phillies put together 10 total hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 4-3. Cole Ragans got his 2nd W of the season, helping the Reds down the Cubs 7-6. The Tampa Bay Rays combined for a 4-hitter as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 8-2. The Dodgers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they stomped the Brewers 8-0. They now have 5 straight wins. The Pirates allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 3-2. The Tigers got 12 hits in this one as they beat the White Sox on the south side 5-4. The Kansas City Royals combined to give up just 5 hits as they dismantled the A's 7-0. Aaron Nola got the win in the game and pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 1-0. He is among the AL leaders. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting off in the National League East, Rodolfo Castro sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6, leading the Orioles to the win over the Nationals. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they manhandled the Marlins 6-0. Brad Keller earned win number 7 this season as the Pirates were winners over the Cardinals 7-1. The Astros launched 3 home runs as they beat the Guardians in Cleveland 9-7. Yandy Diaz drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs, helping the White Sox dispose of the Twins 10-1. He is currently riding a 10-game hitting streak. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting off in the National League East, the Cincinnati Reds racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-3. Also out of the nation's capital, left fielder Connor Joe will be out of action for at least 10 days as he's been placed on the injured list. He's got a wrist fracture. The Cleveland Guardians allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 3-1. Bailey Falter got the win number 7 thus far, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 6-1. The trade deadline is fast approaching. We'll tell you what your team did on Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 2-0. Heading into the day, the Nationals sit in last place in the National League East, while the Reds sit in last place in the National League Central Division. The Guardians finished off a 3-game sweep as they nabbed an extra innings win over the Braves 5-2. In the standings, the Braves are in first place in the NL East. The trade deadline looms large. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Stros sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Nationals in Washington 8-4. The Atlanta Braves had 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 6-3. The Phillies hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 3-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Chicago Cubs picked up 14 hits in total as they cruised to the win over the Cardinals 9-1. It was their 5th straight victory. The Los Angeles Dodgers got 12 hits in this one as they got a road win against Arizona 4-2. Josh Taylor earned his first victory of the season, helping the Padres get the win over the Giants 4-3. Luis Patino got his 7th win out of the bullpen as Tampa Bay rolled past the Blue Jays 3-2. Aaron Judge drove home 3 runs, leading the Yanks to a win over the rival Red Sox 7-5. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. The O's knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 9-5. The Texas Rangers went deep 4 times as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 8-3. That's the show for today. Tune in tomorrow for all the latest news and rumors as the trade deadline approaches. Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Starting off in the National League East, Tyler Matzik collected win number 2 on the year, helping the Nationals get a win over Houston, 4-3. The Miami Marlins snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took down the Tigers in Detroit, 10-4. The Braves swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they manhandled the Mets 10-3. The Philadelphia Phillies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they ran over the Reds 11-2. The win was their 6th straight as a team. Tristan McKenzie got the win, his 6th so far this year, as the Guardians earned the win against the Brewers 3-1. Chris Bubich got win number 1 on the year as the Royals took care of Pittsburgh 3-1. The St. Louis Cardinals had 12 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 5-4. Cal Quantrill pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as the Diamondbacks got the victory against the Dodgers 2-0. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim launched 3 home runs as they toppled the Rockies 9-3. The San Diego Padres got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the visiting Giants 3-2. The Toronto Blue Jays combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Rays in extra innings 6-5. The Yankees combined for over a mind-boggling 20 hits as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 14-3. The Orioles allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the A's in Oakland 2-1. Diego Castillo collected win number 3 this year, helping lead the Mariners to a win over the Twins 2-1. The Rangers held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 4-0. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events.